No, it's scuba dooba doo. We're scuba diving because I'm a pedophile.
I'm live, so,
Yeah, I'm live too. Welcome, everybody.
Oh,
Welcome to
my
Crafting
God. Why
Chat
would you
again.
say that? Why would you do... Oh, okay. Well, alright. I'll have to edit out the beginning of this stream.
No, just multiply the beginning of the stream and just
No, no,
keep
no.
that as the entirety of the stream
I
and
mean,
just
I'll
forget
clip it.
about
Don't get
all
me
the other
wrong. I'm
content.
gonna use that. I'm gonna use that. Like, he pissed me off one of these days. I'm just gonna... It's the end of you.
Well, that's the end of me, huh? That's the end of me. Well, speaking of ends, welcome to Crafting a Chat, everybody. This is episode 85. I'm joined with my normal crew here: Adam, Kevin. Desinoto's going to be late a little bit, but he'll be here.
And
And
also, Kevin's
myself.
playing the Returnal update. That's why he's not in the game.
I see.
I
I
am.
see.
He'll have
Kevin,
more on that.
we definitely got to. I think I want to try Returnal now with you. Now that you can carry my lazy son of a gun here,
And there's saves.
and yes, and we have that tower to look forward to as well. That tower is
It's not co-op.
It's
oh,
not co-op. Yeah, there
that
should be.
tower's like single player.
Yeah, Tower's only single player.
I figured that would be more co-op than anything else. Crazy.
Well, maybe they'll add some co-op to it. Kevin and I were talking about that yesterday, or the other day, 3 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah.
Time blends.
It was about 18 years ago. You were just in your prime, and
I was in my prime 18 years ago. At 12
18 years ago, you were in your prime, and
or
you were
11.
coming out of junior high. And you
No,
met
I
this
what?
girl on the
No,
street, and all of a sudden you
no.
guys clicked, and then all of a sudden Kevin was born.
None of that
8
was
years
correct.
later. 8 years later, Kevin was born.
Kevin was born like 5 years earlier, but all right. Then when
Oh,
I was
sorry.
born.
I had the timelines mixed up. I was talking, I thought about Desinoto, and it's actually you gave birth to Desinoto 8 years later, not 5 years later. Kevin was
Yes,
5 years.
yes, yeah. That's where everyone gets confused.
Yeah, totally.
Kevin, when Kevin speaks,
messed it
he
up.
never says and when I speak, I sometimes say When Desinoto speaks, he only says That's the lineage.
I'm glad you're understanding the correlation.
I've got
Anyway,
it, of course.
gentlemen, how are we all doing on this lovely Tuesday evening? The weather's warming
I'm
up.
doing great, and let me tell you why, Genesis and Kevin, because we're about to start round 2 of the PS5 delivery.
Nice.
FedEx
Finally
has
got 'em.
sent me a notification, and they're like, hey, we'll be there by Sunday. And I'm like, yeah, but I know you'll be here, but will the thing in the box be here? So,
Now, here's what's going to happen. Plot twist is going to happen. You're going to open the box, and inside's going to be a FedEx driver. And driving the truck is going to be a PS5. And you'll just see the PS5 drive away. And you're going to be like, why are
honestly,
you in this box?
I would have a witness with me, so I'd be okay with that. Unless the FedEx driver is dead. If he's not, he's a contortionist, or it's a woman. Either one. I don't know. Whoever drives FedEx.
He's most likely dead.
Probably. But, I'm really hoping it works. I'm really hoping it works out for me. I want this nightmare to end. I want to not do this. And then, apparently Amazon or Target might have something a little bit later this month. So I have another chance to get another one for Kevin's friend.
Yes. That'd be
So,
awesome.
yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Anybody want to see
Thank you. I
PS5
appreciate
drops? Go follow Starting Too Late on YouTube, and he'll probably start commenting in his
No.
videos. Letting
Watch
you guys know when YouTube drops.
watch Jake Randall. He's great on YouTube if you're looking for that
Just
stuff.
follow Starting Too Late at YouTube with 2 R's, and then look up his Twitter, and it's going to be a picture of a young boy. That was when he was 18 years old.
What?
And then in there, you'll see when he has his drops, and he'll notify everybody. He'll tell everybody, hey, guys, I'm dropping a PS5 off today. If you can find it, here's the coordinates.
What's going on? Okay, anyways, yeah, no, I'm good. That's why. So.
Cool.
Very
Kevin,
excited.
how you doing?
Doing really good.
Yeah? I like Turtles so far, Kevin.
Oh my god, this update's great.
Cool.
It's so good. There's so much stuff in the tower. It's so fun. It's so difficult.
All that with a free update too, huh? Good on Housemarque. Good on them.
There's more
Very
trophies. So there's that to chase. There's more collectibles, like a lot more collectibles.
Hey, shut up. No one cares. Save it for your topic.
Yes, that's
Don't go
true.
out of order. I don't even know why he asked you that. That's the host's fault, Kevin. I apologize about
I
that.
just asked
He's
him
new.
how he's.
He's new. He's just started. This is only his 85th
Wow.
episode.
What?
But it's like 60th hosting, so that's his fault.
Okay. All right. Well, and I can't ask Desanoto, but if he was here, his words would probably, I'm okay. And I'm doing
What was the
well.
question?
The weather's warming up, and I can't wait for nice sunny weather to come back in. Nice nights of 60, 70 degrees where we don't have to shut the windows and stay inside in heat. I'd like that.
No, don't go up there. I want to go in the
Yeah, Kevin's
portals.
not a fan of shutting the window. So,
I'm sorry. What?
you said shutting the windows, and Kevin was like, "No."
Freaking
I see.
grappling hook
Oh,
locked on the thing instead of going through the portal.
I saw.
Gentlemen, what did we all do last week? Anybody want to start us off?
That doesn't matter. I'm playing this now. I mean, what? What?
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
I could
Kevin,
start off, I guess.
go ahead.
What did I play? I played God, what was the main thing I played? Oh yeah. I played
Right.
I bought a new game called Jigsaw Finale. It was on sale in the indie sale for like $2.74 or something like that. And I think I might have played this like before the cast. No, it was the 18th, so it was like 3 days later. Yeah, I bought that and played that. It was a quick little game. It's just jigsaw puzzles. Nothing like spectacular. It has like 16 trophies or something like that, or like 19. It has a platinum. It was like a 30-minute game. So played that, had a lot of fun. Then I actually played Minecraft trying to get the trophies because Minecraft updated and we got that separate list of trophies. And I hated seeing the 0 over and over and over again. So I just was like, what are these trophies? So I went back in and I got some of those, and then I was like, maybe I can get some of the other trophies I haven't done in the other packs. So I started doing that. I ended up getting like 7 trophies, like in total. And then when I was looking another trophy up, it said, "Hey, go to this one realm on in the Minecraft realms, and you could it has like a whole area to help you get the trophies." And I loaded that up. It didn't work the first day or the second day, but like the third day I got in, and I ended up getting all the DLC trophies except like the battle arenas. So I cleaned up all my Minecraft trophies, and then earlier today, I started my Detroit Become Human playthrough to kill Connor at every point. Um, I
You gonna go for the platinum in that one?
Yeah, I had 4 trophies left. I now have only 3 left for the platinum. I'm just doing the game. I have to do 2 playthroughs, I think, because I'm gonna miss stuff because I'm just gonna make it go quicker. But I have to get Connor killed. I have to have a character shoot Connor, which is part of the get Connor killed at every turn. And then I also have to go through and find every magazine, which I'm not doing on the Connor kill playthrough because I'm pretty sure that a couple of the magazines are after points where Connor shouldn't die. So I have to then play one more time, and I'll go through and get magazines and stuff, which kind of sucks because you can't skip like any scenes or anything. But I'm just sick of this game being in here. Let's just clean out the platinum. And then after I finish Detroit, I'm probably going to go back to Erica. Get that platinum, clean that up. Nope.
What a trooper. Look at him. He just sees a platinum. He's like, you know what? I gotta clean this up. Let's do it.
It's spring. Spring cleaning. You got to do it, People clean their home, not me. I live in a pigsty.
Very nice. I admire that.
No, my home's not messy.
5-star pigsty.
Thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome.
It's a 5-star pigsty.
Yeah, I rated it.
Kevin, just what have you been playing?
Those aren't
Honestly,
Michelin stars, by the way. They're Goodyear stars.
oh,
It's still wild that the tire company rates restaurants, and it's like the main thing. And also, like, no one still knows who's a Michelin star like person, like who's the rating, because they're so secretive about it, and they're supposed to lie. It's crazy.
So Michelin star is not actually a thing, or is it a thing?
No, it is a thing. It was started by the
is.
tire company, and they have like like 90 people who go around raiding, and they're not supposed to identify themselves. They're not like food critics, people who have blogs and stuff. Usually, people see their face and recognize them. Michelin star people, they will literally like disguise their identity. They will go to a restaurant within 6 months, like over a 6 month period, to try different things and eventually get everything on the menu. And they will like just go at different times and stuff, and they can't give themselves away. It's like a secret co-op, a covert mission.
Is this
Super
company
interesting
like a
video on YouTube about it.
is this company like a secret company? Like, do they not want people to know who work for them or something
What?
like that?
Yeah, you don't want
Michelin
people to
is a
know.
very secret company.
Yeah, you don't want people to know. Like,
Interesting.
the stars are very coveted, even though it's a fucking tire company, family show. Whoops. Even though it's a tire company, like, it's for some reason they have a large presence in the restaurant industry in regards to their rating. Like everyone knows, hey, you got 3 Michelin stars. Holy crap! Like that's amazing.
Wow. Yeah, I remember hearing about them when I was in college. I heard about this.
Yeah.
And I never understood the concept of the Michelin stars. I thought it was just a rating system where it was based on like critic ratings, but I guess not. It's actually people who disguise themselves go in a restaurant. That's cool. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the more you know.
Mm-hmm.
I need to have that gif of like the more you know, like from 1990s of
Oh,
like the
like
star going across the screen.
the NBC thing.
Absolutely. I need that. The more you know. Anyway, I think I just played Horizon last week. I don't think I
Nope.
played anything else. Or no, I did actually. I'm sorry. Uh, Kevin and I played Strangers of Paradise. Stranger of
Yep.
Paradise Final Fantasy Origins. Fantastic start to the game. Really fun in co-op.
Sure.
I think
One
we've
moment.
had a blast in co-op.
You
I
can just
think
set
that's
him down.
the.
Yeah. Thank you.
I think. I think that's the best way to play it. Honestly. Um, I don't think. I think if you play single player, it's a lot more boring and lonely than if you play with multiplayer. And they did the co-op so well. It's similar to a Dark Souls system where you can drop in, drop out of somebody's co-op, but they actually have a menu that like makes the co-op much easier instead of having to ring a bell and then you get summoned or something like that, like Dark Souls is usually. Um, but yeah, Kevin and I have been having a ton of fun with Final Fantasy Origins. Uh, Game could look a little prettier. It definitely does not look like a PlayStation 5 game. Probably given because it was a cross-gen
I don't
game.
know how I did what I just did.
Um,
It was nuts.
I don't know how you did it either, Kevin. Um,
That's true. You're not watching.
no.
Oh.
Uh, but
He like
um,
grappled and jumped over, then beat a
Yeah, you
man.
saw
Like,
that.
oh yeah, no, I'm watching it. It was nuts.
besides that, still enjoying the crap out of Horizon. Horizon's such a great game. I think I was telling Adam last night. The person who came up with the concept of Horizon, just a madman genius, madwoman, madman, whatever you are,
He's a man.
just genius, just amazing. I was listening to very specific parts of the story, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. Anybody who has not played Horizon, please do yourself a favor. Play Zero Dawn and play Forbidden West. Highly recommend. It is
Our
so good.
friend, somebody come up with his name. He beat it. He beat Horizon. And I got to talk to him about the story for that. And we're very curious to get you to talk about it when you get there.
Can we call him Climaximus?
Yeah, why not? That's a new
Clim
one. Yeah, Climaximus
Climaximal.
and I were talking about it, and he was sending me things from the Reddit, and he's like, "Wow, these people are like really into it, and like they're so emotional." And I was like, "Hey, man, I love Horizon. I was kind of emotional for 2 missions." And I literally put the story on hold for 2 days because I didn't want to do one mission because I was like, oh god, it makes sense. You're not there yet. I'll let you know, but
No, no. I,
yeah.
I, I would assume I would know when it comes to the
Oh,
part.
you'll know. Yeah, no, it's
Jeez, for the
oof.
part I've already sunk 60 hours in this game, and I guarantee you I'm not even halfway through the story.
It's good.
No, I'm
It's a
not
fun
halfway
game.
through the story yet. God, it's such a good game. Just know to welcome. Also, get your butt on Horizon Zero Dawn, finish it, and start playing Forbidden West. It's worth it. You need to do it. You're doing yourself a disservice because you have not done it. Actually, you're doing a world You're doing
He
the world
just
a
got in. You're
disservice.
just yelling at him.
And you're making people. You know what? You're actually responsible for the war that's happening. And you know why you're
No, no,
responsible?
no,
It's
no, no,
because
no, 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 no,
you
no, 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 no,
didn't
no, no,
play.
no, 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 no,
That's
no, nope, too
that's
far,
why.
too far, too
And
far, too
and
far. Unless you're talking about
and
console wars or something else. You're not talking about a
what
real war.
else?
You better not be. No, no, no,
Uh,
no. That's too far.
first
Nope,
of all,
nope,
you're the
nope.
one
Don't. Just
insinuating
move
things.
on. No,
I
no,
just
no,
said
no,
you
no,
are the
no.
one.
No. If I had a spray bottle, I would spray it at you. No. Anyways, Destinoto, welcome. Genesis, you play anything else?
No, it was console wars. Just so you know. Yeah, yeah, you political prick.
No, it wasn't. Don't lie to me. Destinoto, what did you play?
Um,
We know him very well.
some more League of Legends.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too crazy there. The ultra rapid fire mode is gone, so we've just been playing ARAMs.
Cool. Explain that to us like as if we know what that means. That's correct.
I
Because
would prefer to
all
just continue going instead of learning what that is.
ARAM is all random, all mid, so everybody gets a
Yeah.
random champion,
Oh.
and they battle in a single lane map.
Thank you for the explanation. I appreciate that. Now I know what you mean.
Next week, there's going to be a quiz on what he just said. And only one person's being graded, and it's Genesis. And if he gets it wrong, we sacrifice his family.
I'm back, sorry.
I'm back.
Is that all you played?
Um,
Anything
I
else?
was just visiting
Other than
momentarily.
that, some Master Duel on Plat
Cool.
2
Oh
with
wow.
my Super Sky Striker deck. I
Sky
was
Striker
one.
deck.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's like it's one of the many waifu decks in the game.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
No, please explain. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Leave it at that.
Well, if you really want to know,
I don't. I promise you. Thank you, though. We'll talk after.
All right.
No, there's share screen up.
I'm watching. I'm
Oh, okay.
watching.
Destinoto, you have Returnal. You like Returnal. You should play co-op with Kevin. That would be a cool thing to do. The Returnal co-op update dropped today. So
Now, do you have to be at a certain point of the story, or do you just is it a
To
different
do what?
mode
To
play
co-op?
this?
Co-op should be available right at the start. There is a new portal-like thing. Hey, hit me.
Oh.
That's bullshit. Oh, I had a shield. There's like this weird white ball thing that you can step into for co-op. The tower, you need the grappling hook thingy. I forget what
I
they
think I
actually
had
call it in this
that.
game. You need that in order to access it. It's if you noticed, there was a door to like the right of the ship, like up above on a ledge. That's where the tower is.
Mhm.
That door's been
Oh.
there since the game came out, and I've speculated on what that door actually was, but then it led me nowhere. Now it does.
A year later, you know.
Yep. But yeah,
Let's
that
see.
door takes you to the tower. You need the grappling hook to get in. It's better if you also have whatever it is that you get that allows you to see like the orbs and shoot them.
Okay.
I don't remember. I want to say you get that in the underwater area. It's also better if you have the ability to sit in the red liquid and not take damage. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Kevin, that was such a
Just hops
Destinoto
off.
move right there. That was such a
It's alright, I didn't
Destinoto
actually
move.
take damage, so it's fine.
I know, but I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, well. I gotta let
Hey,
people down
it
sometime, you know?
happens. You just run off the map sometimes.
It doesn't happen as often as it happened to you, though. I need to make that clear. Every time I watched you play Destinoto, you just, and you just walked right off. It's like, how did you, okay, interesting. So,
Where are all the enemies? They're
Genesis
repeated.
walk away?
No, I'm here. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Other than that, I also So went to my local card shop, local trading card shop, and I watched my friend Kevin play Yu-Gi-Oh! Live.
Not
He
me.
was doing
Other Kevin.
yes, another Kevin.
Interesting. You have two friends named Kevin. Wild.
Yeah, actually,
Which
I have
one?
like 3.
Which Kevin do you like the most?
I will not be mad. Genuinely curious.
Oh, it's not you. He only talks to you on here, really. Sometimes you text him, like, come on. To go watch card playing. That sounds like something a girlfriend does for a boyfriend or a boyfriend does for a girlfriend. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I know what you mean, but wow.
I'm just saying. They're
I'll
best
tell you
friends.
what,
Get off my ass.
this Kevin, the Kevin here is my favorite Kevin because this is one of the only Kevins that I know.
I have a rule to have only one friend named one. Like, I can't have a friend that's also named Kevin. One Kevin. I once explained this to Kevin's roommate, and she was very confused. And she's like, what if you meet somebody and they're like so cool, and then you learn their name? And then I'm like, well, then I decide which one I keep.
You're telling me about this conversation.
Sacrifice afterwards the one he doesn't like you. It's like a
it's like I mix all your names up already. I have to remember 2 different names for you two. Like, I don't need more like Kevins in my life. One Kevin's enough. That's why I will never befriend an Adam. I'll get confused at who did what, even though it's me. This one dude who worked at our old job where we all met, he was also named Adam, and like 2 weeks after working there, he was like, I should look at another job. I'm like, you want another job? I'll give you a reference, because every time they call somebody on the radio, I always think it's me, and nobody ever uses the initial, so they just go, hey Adam, and I'm like, yeah, and they're like, no other Adam. I'm like, So like he was only there for a couple months, and then he got a job at like a toy factory or something. So, and I was one of his references, because I was like, get out of here.
So sad. They call you on the radio, Adam. Yes. No, not you. Oh.
I mean, it also was me sometimes. Like they needed me, but like, yeah, I'm glad
they call you Adam. Yes.
I got him gone.
Yes.
I got him gone. On to better things. It's not like I killed him or anything. Like I didn't ruin his life to get him out of there. I was just like one Adam only. One Adam only. This is Highlander rules. There can only be one.
You did kill him then. Is he in your basement? Is that who I saw?
1, I don't have a basement. 2, you've never been in my home. 3, no.
This is the thing I was talking about, just shooting those to reveal his hidden platforms.
1, you do have a basement. 2, how do you know I haven't been in your home? And 3, maybe.
1, you're right. 2, you're right. And 3. Why didn't I just hear me?
You know what? Game, you talked me into it.
Anyway, alrighty. Kevin,
am I coming out of somebody's TV?
No, I don't hear anybody.
No.
I mean, I hear
weird.
you, and I don't hear anybody.
I heard
twice.
me back to me, but it sounded like it was coming out of somebody's TV.
It's that other Adam that you mentioned.
No, Desinota didn't answer. Did he accidentally unplug himself or something? Suspicious. Suspicious.
He might have put it in charge real quick.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kevin, you want to start us off with your topic?
I'm playing it. Returnal.
I was gonna say, need a little bit more.
It's really good. It adds a tower that's endless, which is basically what I'm probably going to be doing from now until I don't know when. Oh, good, a room where I can stop and explain. So, certain rooms will lock your. Well, the whole idea behind it, I guess, is there's 2 main ways to approach the Tower of Sisyphus. You can play super cautiously and slowly and just go for a score over like a longer run because you're playing more cautious, so you should be able to get further. Or you can play more aggressively and try to get into combat all the time, and hopefully you like don't get massacred, and then your multiplier builds up, because your multiplier has a like timer on it, where if it drops, the timer drops down, the multiplier just starts to tick away, until you start hitting things, and that's the only thing that really like gets that back going, unless you finish a floor, and then it goes up by 1. But it doesn't really reset the timer. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Like, it doesn't fully reset the timer or anything like that. It's more go from combat to combat to combat and, like, quickly get off the floor. And the faster you leave the floor, like, there's a big pulse that happens when, like, the portal to leave the floor is open. And it's when all the enemies are dead, so, like, you can look at your mini-map, too. But,
That portal ever close on the map and then, like, in a floor and then restart or something?
mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
But if you get there fast enough, you get extra money. It'll be like
bloody...
yellow for a brief period of time, and if you get through it while it's yellow, you get extra money for a time bonus.
The bloody palace from Devil May Cry. The faster you complete each floor, the better time bonus you get, and the better score you get as you move up. Makes sense.
So, I don't know. It's been really fun. I am in the top 30% of people currently, but I don't know how much further I'm going to get up on this run, because this run's going very well right now. They've added in a different version of the enemy that, like, you chase down for money, and it instead has a portal that it drops that takes you to a randomized room. You'll get the concept. It's been in Returnal, where you have, like, a random room you go to. Those are pretty neat. It's not... Well, that's interesting. The thing disappears, but the thing... Yeah. So, it's... interesting how the random room thing works, because, like, part of you is going to want a room where you can just, like, get items and stuff, but another part of you will be like, wait, but, like, if I get an enemy in this room, I can get more score and more multiplier, so, like, hold on a minute. But the boss I've faced, the first form apparently has multiple forms, so we'll see how that goes, but the first form is really fun to fight. Rather difficult.
The tower is endless, correct? There's no...
The tower is endless. Oh, good.
There's no actual, like, top to it, right?
I don't know. I want to say that there probably is an actual top to the tower, but it's not going to function like a top of a tower.
Because it's
like,
story,
I think
right?
what happens is, if you complete enough phases, you will have seen the tower from top to bottom, but you will keep on looping through. Does that make sense? Because, like, there's story elements, and there's like a final form of the boss. There's a trophy for killing that, which I would imagine would be at the top of the tower.
So does it keep a tally of, like, how many times you've looped, how many floors you've gone through? Okay.
It's phase and room. Phase is how many loops. Room is whatever room in that phase.
Okay, and now, considering the update only came out today, I don't know if anybody knows what's the farthest somebody's got as far as phases and floors.
Somebody got up to phase 10 the last time I looked at the leaderboard. But that person was playing super slow, so their score is not even in, like, the top 10, if I remember right.
10
it might
loops.
Be, I don't know.
Okay. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, 10 phases, room 15 or something like that, I think it was. But yeah. I don't really know, like, a lot of what's going on with the story, but the extra story is nice for sure. I wouldn't say it picks up where Returnal left off, interestingly enough. It kind of like goes in a different direction and, like, covers just more of what's going on. That's the best way of putting it.
Can I ask you a question about that, Kevin?
Yeah, go ahead.
How would you pick up where Returnal left off?
I mean, that's a good question. I don't know.
Okay, alright.
I thought the DLC, though, was supposed to expand on some of the things. That was the whole point of the tower. Isn't there some story in the tower involved?
Yeah, he said their story.
But I thought the story was supposed to follow up where it left off. It's not doing that, though. You're saying
It's not an exact.
It's
like,
not. It's not really. I mean,
it's hard to
it's
explain
more
without
information.
ruining the
Yeah, it's
story of
more
the game.
information
Okay.
about
I see.
Celine, but like it's not necessarily a continuation. I mean, I guess
It doesn't
is.
explain random events that happened at the end of the first game. Is that a good way to
Interesting.
put it?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I can accept that.
No, I was asking Kevin if that was a good way to put it, but I'm glad you can accept it.
No,
you
because
explained it fine.
It doesn't. The way that the story in Returnal goes, there's not really like a start and end point. It's more of like the story of Celine and trying to get more into like her backstory and stuff. So it's just sort of like expands. We'll do that. Expands on the existing story. It is not like you don't look for progression necessarily. Look for more answers and more information, and then also more questions. That makes sense?
Lost. Yeah. I've seen Lost.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So if you played the story, like if you go back, like, and just progress and like collect a few upgrades, if you then go back to the tower, do you bring those upgrades to the tower?
So I don't know how they get the item list for the tower or anything like that, because I have no way to actually confirm that. I believe, based on the little bit of knowledge I have, that the tower soft unlocks all items in the game, so that you can't like cheat the system and go get like, oh, I'm gonna unlock this and unlock this, but I'm not gonna unlock this item because I want like the highest chance of getting these other things. So I'm pretty sure it just has the entire item list and you can get whatever, because I've already found stuff that has question marks. And I don't really believe that they added items to the game. I think they changed up some parasite combinations and like made some modifications to existing things, but I haven't seen anything that like I haven't seen before, except for like a handful of things that aren't really items.
Okay.
Not with like beneficial things. They're more story driven. Yeah. Enemy types are a little different. They're a little more varied. They have some more things going on with them. I don't like either of these. Oh, I have to take one. That's right. Rude. Sure. Why not? Give. All right. Oh, there's permanent malfunctions. That's a new concept. Well, it's not really entirely new. Permanent malfunctions, I believe, actually did exist. Sonoro, help me if I might be wrong here. But weren't they like, if you got too many malfunctions, like one became permanent? There was definitely some mechanic with like, if you had too many malfunctions, something happened when the next one would apply. I don't remember what that mechanic was.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
It's been so long since we played Eternal.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. The boss is really fun. It's got some interesting attack patterns. I'm curious to see how much it changes from phase to, or not phase to phase, from like form to form.
Oh, this is really bad.
There's definitely been some evolution. It's not really a great word, but I'll use it anyway. In like arena design. The arenas in this are very interesting. There's a lot more times where you can like actually use a grapple to like your advantage and stuff like that.
It seems fun, and I assume you're going to eventually tackle the co-op.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do co-op for sure.
It's interesting because in the blog post they said like the first-person sections in co-op are like disabled.
Oh, interesting.
And then they also said that originally they had the co-op done where if a player goes down, you had to sacrifice health to pick them up. But then they realized that people got trapped into a cycle of like picking one up and then going down, and then so now it's just you can just pick them up. because it already costs a valuable resource, which is time. So it seems like that'll be interesting, and I wonder if it'll change your opinion of the whole game, or if
It might.
yeah, like I
Yeah,
wonder if you'll be
trying the
like, this
co-op.
is the way to play, or
Right.
anything like that. So
Here comes boss phase 2, apparently. So
curious.
yay! I have so many
Oh
freaking
my
special
god.
weapons.
It looks like
Whoa.
a clock
The
tower
heck is
come to
that?
Squid Life.
What are you using?
One of the new special weapons. There's like alien technology weapons.
That is a pretty
Oh
good
man,
weapon
I
you
didn't
got
turn around fast
there.
enough.
He didn't lose health.
Pretty
Yeah, I
good
saw the
weapon
shield up.
you got there.
Mm. All right, it's cool. Anything else you got on this, or?
Oh god. Oh no, just move on because now I have to focus.
All right. Genesis, you had a topic. Did you want to go next, or you want
What
me to
is
go,
this?
or?
I apologize. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm having some technical difficulties here.
What? How's he having
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What happened?
Yeah, no, the reason being, I had to move that thing in the back. Remember I was telling you the connection problems? I took the advice and I tried to move it and see if that would help. Yeah, bad connection. I couldn't even walk away from this thing and I lost connection. I don't understand what's
Don't
going on.
walk away.
I'm sorry.
Problem solved.
Okay, Harmony, I mean, no, I don't have any more further questions on that, but the update sounds cool. I want to do co-op, definitely. I want to give it a shot. I think it's finally time I try Returnal, but
Cool.
I might borrow from Desinoto and see if I can give it a shot and see if I like it before I actually set the money
Interesting.
down.
He doesn't want to do co-op with you, Desinoto. Look at that.
I just want to borrow the game to try it, and then if I like it, yes, then I will do the co-op with Desinoto and Kevin.
Oh, I do have a few
too.
other things while I'm thinking of it. So, for the future for this update, I would really like to see co-op tower, because that would add a whole lot of interesting strategies and stuff to it, and you can have a whole separate leaderboard for it. You could do things like, well, because currently the way that it's set up is like the more aggressive you are and the more combat you try to get involved in and then like quickly get out of the room to move on to the next one and get in combat real quick, your multiplier just gets insane. Or you can play safer and get through more rooms at a slower pace, and you'll still get like a good score as long as you continue to play like well. But if you had like a co-op thing, you could easily balance everything out by saying, all right, you're playing co-op, sure, but you don't have a group multiplier. You have individual score multipliers. So now how do you want to do this? Do you want one person to be the combat person and one person runs around and like plays utility sort of and like picks up everything while one person's just ripping through content? Or are you both going to try to like do that? And if you do, the multiplier is just going to be split between the two of you. And I don't see why they couldn't do a co-op in this. I think it would be very interesting. And I would totally set it up where like if one of you dies, that's it, end the run. So yeah, I want to see that. That'd be cool. And then another thing about this is the permanent malfunctions you get from the boss dying are like set as to what they are. So like the first form is always going to give you one thing, the second form is always going to give you the second thing. It would be interesting to have like almost like a seasonal play, do like a ladder reset every 2 months or so, and change up what the permanent malfunctions are. Maybe reseed some of the random number generators for things, adjust like what kinds of weapons are more prevalent versus others, stuff like this. You don't really need to like change content, just shake things up a little bit. Maybe also add in like a few different arenas if like your team is feeling a little feisty and wants to make new arena setups. I love the arenas that are in this tower. I think they're better than like anything that was in the game. And I'm just glad that there's no underwater. And I hope that continues. If there's underwater in this tower, I'm gonna freaking I hate controlling underwater. They did it fine. There's nothing wrong with it per se. It's just annoying.
Yeah, it's just annoying.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done now.
All right.
Okay, cool. Nice. Who wants to go with our topic next?
I can go. It involves everybody.
Absolutely.
if
Please
y'all
go
want
ahead.
to do it. All right, so I think everyone knows, except Destinoto, what we're doing. Destinoto, you excited? You want to play a game?
Want to play a game?
Wanna play a game? Destinoto, you dead?
Oh, wait, I want to play a game real quick.
If
Okay,
Destinoto's dead,
so-
sure. Guess, go ahead.
I want to play a real quick game with y'all. So before this run, I looked at the leaderboards. Actually played the first run that I had that had a high score.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little over 1.2 million, and I was ranked 3,155 out of 9,200 something people. I now have 2.1 million. I will tell you that scores are generally very close together. I'm still going in this run. How high do you think we're going to get? Who's got guesses? I'll let you know.
4.3.
What? Oh, for score? Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't going for
4.3.
score. I was going for rank. But okay, 4.3
I
million.
don't
Sure.
I don't know if that enough.
We can do score. Score works too. Basically
5.
the same thing. 5 million. Ooh, all right. Just a note.
Or top 5.
Top 5.
Just a note.
He's
No,
dead.
he's dead. All right, rip.
Where did he go?
I don't know. Destinoto died for a bit. He'll be back.
All right,
I
well.
was talking to my mom.
Here
Oh,
he is.
okay. All right.
Can
Are you
confirm
good? Are you
that
done talking to your
third
mom, or
phase
you
is a
got more to
very
talk
good
about? Or?
layout.
I'm good.
All right. All right. So for my topic, Just did you have any questions for Kevin, by the way, before we move on?
Oh yeah, and a score guess. What score am I gonna end up at?
I guess 4.3. Genesis guessed 5 million.
Wait, so is it the score multiplied by the multiplier, or just that's the score after the
Points that
multiplier?
the points that I'm getting are multiplied by that multiplier.
Oh, so that'll be the, like, if you died here, that'd be the score.
Yeah, that is
Correct.
my score.
Okay.
There is nothing that is added on. It breaks down how you got those points at the end, but there's nothing added to that.
Okay.
Good.
Maybe like 5.
Oh, same as Genesis. All right, Kevin, you got a lot to live up to.
I really do. It's something else right now.
All right.
That's what I need right there, baby.
So for my topic, we're bringing back an old favorite. You three are going to work in a team. We're doing the 2022 Metacritic user score guessing game. It's just 10. It's 10 games. I know. It's 10 games. Different rules though. No multiple choice. So 10 games. You're gonna work together as a group. You're gonna try to figure out which games they are. The other thing is they're all games that came out this year. So it should be somewhat easier for you. But yeah. So does everybody understand? Is everybody ready?
Get it.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Remember, I picked ones that are kind of confusing. So talk together, work as a team. Remember, only games that have come out January to now. So, all right.
Oh my god.
So we'll do this one. Cyberpunk has competition for the worst PS4/PS5 game. A good way to waste 2 hours if you are extra bored. This feels like a PS1 game, a worse version of Tenchu with the usual cheap AI and overhyped scam marketing to make you buy. The Rockstar devs at least can brag about the hype on Instagram.
Rockstar devs.
What do you think this game is?
Boys, we got an idea. Rockstar
I have
dev?
no idea. Oh god, I forgot how to fight this enemy. Oh, that's how. Alright, rip.
Rockstar dev can complain about this. Rockstar? What the hell?
Can you read it again?
Yeah, absolutely. Cyberpunk has competition for the worst PS4/PS5 game. A good way to waste 2 hours if you are extra bored. This feels like a PS1 game, a worse version of Tenchu with the usual cheap AI and overhyped scam marketing to make you buy. The Rockstar devs at least can brag about the hype on Instagram.
What the hell? Tenchu? What?
What is this?
That's a good question, Kevin. That's a golden question there. What the?
Think of the games that have come out today, starting in January. What do you think it could be? Talk it through. You can ask me questions. I'll give you.
Shadow Warrior 3?
Oh, I don't know about that. It's not really a Tenchu game. That's a first-person shooter. I like where your head's at, but that's a first-person shooter.
Now, Kevin, I'm not saying if he's right or wrong, but also some of these people on the user scores don't really make sense when they make comparisons.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Either that or it's GTA 5 again. Like,
I'll say this: it's only games that have come out this year, not remasters or remakes.
Okay, so GTA 5.
All right, you know what?
Okay.
I mean, Shadow Warriors is the best guess as any. I'd be fine with that, supporting that.
Desnote, are you good with that guess? Shadow Warriors 3?
What about Babylon's Fall?
Oh, Kevin. Okay, I think I want to go with that guess, Kevin.
I do kind of want to go with that. Neither game is Rockstar.
All right.
So.
I think we're unanimous on Babylon's Fall.
You guys want to do Babylon's Fall, or?
At least I'm pretty sure neither of those games are Rockstar. So, well, Babylon's Fall is Square Enix. We talked about that.
So, to help with that, I'll say that at the end of this, the person said the Rockstar devs can at least brag about the hype on Instagram. That doesn't necessarily mean that this is a Rockstar game. They compare it to a Rockstar developed game. Yeah.
I think Death Note got the right idea. Death Note, you can deliver the final answer there. You're good. I think Kevin and I are good.
Babylon's Fall.
Babylonius Falls. That's your final answer. Now, we're going to do something a little bit different as well. You get 3 lives.
Oh.
It doesn't mean if you get if you screw up all 3, you can you're done. It's over. It just means you get 3 extra retries. I'll tell you right now, Babylon's Fall is incorrect. Are you okay with being incorrect on this one, or do you want to move on and save your 3 lives?
Do we want to try Shadow Warrior?
Let's tweak the rule a little bit. 3 lives, right? Hold on a second.
There are 3 lives, yes.
If we lose all 3 lives, can we just sacrifice one of the team members to get 3?
Yeah, just sacrifice me.
No.
Okay.
No, why? No, that was a bad suggestion, but a funny joke.
Okay, so do we want to go Shadow Warrior 3?
Do you believe in Shadow Warrior 3 enough?
I kind of want to go with it.
Dishonored, you think you're confident in that? I think we should go with Shadow Warriors 3. You had a good call on Fall, but it wasn't it, so we got a freebie.
I don't know, did it have, like, microtransaction stuff?
I mean...
No.
I don't
But I like where that
so.
comment is going as well.
Interesting. Now, Destinota, may I ask you where you got microtransactions from?
I think something in that review said something about forcing, like, the microtransaction, or...
I think the sentence you're thinking of is, this feels like a PS1 game, a worse version of Tenchu with the usual cheap AI and overhyped scam marketing to make you buy. No mentions of microtransactions.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Make you buy. Scam marketing to make you buy feels like a Tenchu game. Oh god. Do I even bother guessing Elden Ring for this?
So I'm just gonna throw this out there. Do you guys know what Tenchu is?
Yes.
Yeah, Stealth Assassins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
So do you want to use a life and guess again, or?
Boys, what do you want to do? I think let's gamble. Let's gamble and take Shadow Warrior 3.
You could continue with the rest of the game and then go back to this if you want. See how it goes.
No.
Save your lives. You want to gamble?
Let's gamble.
Your second guess is Shadow Warriors 3?
Yeah, you guys okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
You're down to 2 lives.
What are you gonna do?
Do you want to risk another life and try to guess again, or you want to just move on? I'm going to recommend moving on.
Here, right?
Yeah, let's move on.
Hold on. The host is recommending moving on. I think that means he's faltering.
I'm recommending moving on because you haven't mentioned the game and your two guesses were not the answer. That's why I'm recommending you move on. Also, there's 9 more questions. Like, you might have, some of them might be like so close, you're like, oh my god, I think I have an idea. That's why I'm saying
Okay.
you might want to save that, but whatever.
Let's move
Your
on.
choice. All right. So many years of waiting and all for nothing. Why the hell are games tied to politics? Making a refund on release day seriously. Thanks to companies for destroying all trust in an instant. No more pre-orders and no more games from this developer.
This sounds like Battlefield 2042 right there.
I mean, that sounds
Didn't come
like
out this
that,
year.
Oh, it didn't. You're right.
Am I wrong for thinking Horizon?
Oh, I don't know.
Politics, though. Politics is the only thing that's throwing me off. It's throwing me off the politics. Shit.
You could literally say anything at all with politics nowadays, you know?
I mean, that or...
Now, Kevin, I'm going to have to agree with you on that. Yeah.
Oh my god, there's a woman in this game? Politics.
Oh, I never gave you guys the answer for the other one.
No,
I'll wait
I
till the
thought
end.
we were waiting
I'll wait
till
till the end. Yeah, I'll wait till
because
the end.
you said we could wait till the end to use the
Okay.
lives, so.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Do we guess... What about GT7? That was a few years we had to wait. All these years of waiting.
Ooh,
and we get
okay.
this.
Okay.
I'm
Can you read the thing again?
So many years of waiting and all for nothing. Why the hell are companies tied to politics? Making a refund on release day? Seriously? Thanks to companies for destroying all trust in an instant. No more pre-orders and no more games from developer. Now, GT7 is a pretty good guess based on all the horrible user scores it's been getting lately. But I did I'm not trying to throw you off or put you on this. I did take this like a week ago. I made this, so that was before the backlash. That could have been on there already, though.
Right.
Oh God. Do we? Oh, do we think?
Talk to me.
What about Rainbow Six Extraction?
Ooh, no. That's not really waiting years though. They kind of just announced that and it came out
That's true.
quick after.
That's true. Oh God.
In the constraints of time, I'm gonna need an answer.
Kevin, you give a final answer this time. Death Note and I already gave one. Give it, boy.
Oh my God, I don't know.
Oh, Kevin, Dying Light 2.
Okay. That could have been the first one, honestly.
There are no repeats, by the way. So
let's do Dying Light 2. I like that.
Is that your final answer as a team?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
Do you want to try for another one, or you want to just move on?
I don't think so.
I'm not gonna get a lot of these. Let's move on.
All right. We'll move on. As if Cyberpunk 2077 wasn't enough disappointment, this game came out. The game has been a great disappointment for me. I'm a big fan of the first. This game shocked me from the first hour. The worst experience I had is with voice glitch. It happens very often and I miss lots of content, main and side quests because of it. I own the PS4 version. Don't know if this is a move to push players to buy a new-gen console or what.
That's Horizon, in my opinion.
That's either gotta be it's gotta be Horizon.
Oops.
Oh damn, that's gotta be Horizon. Horizon or Sifu?
Sequel.
No, Sifu's not sequel.
It sounds like a sequel. It sounds like a sequel. I do agree with
Yeah,
that.
I said like the first one.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna go Horizon on that one.
Is that a team guess?
Boys, team guess?
Oh, you jerk. Delayed your attack. Oh, damn. Oh, well.
Or what about? I mean, this is not. There was another one of these originally.
What are
What about
sequels that came out this year?
Dying Light 2.
What was that?
Dying Light 2, Horizon,
Yeah.
Slime Rancher 2? No, not
No,
Slime Rancher
yeah.
2. No. Only two that I can think off the top of my head. I get. You know what? I guess we'll go with that one.
Which one?
I think Horizon 2. Horizon 2 is
Yeah,
fine.
I think we go with that.
That a team?
Yeah, I think we go Horizon. Yeah, Horizon 2.
All right, that's incorrect.
What the?
Oh, come on.
Do you want to use a life and redo this one?
Oh, baby.
Oh God.
What is that? 15%, something like that.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. You guys could only think of 2 sequels that have come out this year, and you went with one of them.
There's more. There's definitely more than 2 sequels that have come out this year.
I'm just saying. I mean, there could be, there might not be. I don't know. I'm just a proprietor of questions.
What came out this year so far?
I think we'll skip.
Skip? All right, you can come back to it later. All right.
God, let's do. 3. We haven't even done one.
3.2 million.
I like this game, although I'm not a fan of the genre. The only thing that allows me to play until the end is a strange optimization. Somewhere at level 19, my FPS began to sag. At the beginning, it was a solid 60 to 70 FPS, and now 40 to 50 FPS. Cringe.
Do we think this is... oh God. Do we think this is Elden Ring or Pokemon Legends? But Pokemon Legends was at 60 FPS, was it? No, that was 45. Barely 40.
What was the comment now? Can you read it again?
I like this game, although I'm not a fan of the genre. The only thing that allows me to play until the end is a strange optimization. Somewhere at level 19, my FPS began to sag. At the beginning, it was a solid 60 to 70 FPS, and now 40 to 50 FPS. Cringe.
It's got level 19. Level 19.
Also, I'll throw this in. It gives specific frames, so it's clearly being measured. So it's clearly on, I would assume, a PC. Right. So that would probably get rid of Pokemon for you.
Wait. I think
this
might be Vampire Survivors.
Spray it on me.
I think this might be Vampire Survivors. Because there was a lot of performance issues that they just fixed, like literally 2 or 3 days ago, with enemies appearing on screen. It would make sense to level 19 because as your character advances, you have more and more weapons firing off on the screen. You've got more enemies that are coming on the screen.
Yeah.
And it's getting littered with experience crystals if you're not picking them up.
Kevin, I love where your head's at. When did that game come out?
It technically hasn't. It's in pre-release. So
correct. The pre-release came out in December of 2021. It's not counted.
Oh, man. Okay.
But I love where your head's at.
Giving us that?
Of course. Yeah, I'm
I
not.
totally would have sold that.
100%. I believed it. I believed it 100%. So. But yeah,
damn,
no, last year.
I
know. So that was good. That was good.
It's actually super depressing. Let's see. Level 19. Like, I feel like that's not a thing for Elden Ring. Like, yeah, you level up in that game, but like, it's so open.
Yeah, nothing would nothing would decrease frame rate based on your level in that game.
Right, it just happened. Like, especially PC side, there was a lot of stuttering and hitching.
Kevin, what about Total Warhammer 3?
I don't know how that plays, to be honest. But maybe? Like, I don't know if there's levels in that. You usually just, like, build stuff.
I find this so interesting because sometimes you guys, like, just skirt around it so much, and it's great. Well, you have not mentioned anything, really. But, like, You've not even tried to narrow down like what's on PC. Like, it's
I know,
very
I'm
funny.
trying to think of like everything. Level 9. What game came out that has levels? It's like almost archaic now. Genesis, you always play RPGs. Let's go.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Oh, yo. What about what's that game you were playing? Scarlet Nexus?
No, that was last year. That was
Oh,
last year.
this year. Okay.
That was last year. What about shit? What about another role-playing game, Monarch?
I don't know anything about Monarch.
Mm,
Do you?
I don't know. Monarch.
Could be.
Oh, or what about the Voice of Cards? The first that Voice of Cards game by Square Enix.
What the hell is the
I've
Voice
never
of
even
Cards?
heard of that game.
The card game that
I gotta be honest, based on my reaction, that should have narrowed that one down for you.
Oh.
The Voice of Cards. It sounds so dumb. Maybe another iteration I can do on this is a bank, like a bank of games.
19. What the
Level 19, where frames per seconds matter.
Oh God.
What if it's like a precision platforming game? Any of those come out this year?
What if it's what? Oh God. What if it's like RPG Golf Legends?
It's not obscure games. They're all games we've heard of.
I like that. Like where your head's at. Have there been any precision platformers that have come out though? Like, what if it's actually level 19?
I would remove the name of the game if it was called Level 19.
No, I mean like not an experience level, like not
Oh,
character level 19.
I get
A
what you're
level
saying.
19.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Does that reaction change our answer?
Now, was that reaction planned or not?
Yeah, Adam's good at that. So like,
I play a very neutral role here.
he really one of the best people I know at doing that. Adam,
Thank you. Thank you.
But no, like I'm starting to think
about-
it's like an actual 19th level of a game.
What about Tunic?
There's no levels in that.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
No.
Also, was Tunic out?
Kind of like
Tunic released when? Last week sometime?
it just came out. It just came out a couple days ago, 3 days ago.
Yeah, so there's no user scores for Tunic, so Tunic is not on this list.
Damn it.
Actually, no. It might have been out for almost a week now.
Well, it's not on this list. I'll just tell you that right now, because I don't think that I wanted to put it on there, but I don't think there were user scores.
Tunic is basically like the original Legend of Zelda games, like the 2D ones, except with Dark Souls difficulty.
Yeah, we're aware. Thank you.
Level 19. Sifu came out on PlayStation 5, and
there's
PC.
not 19 levels.
But
that would be age.
Levels up.
Yeah, that would be age 19. But I don't even think you
like
go
5
down
or 6,
to 19.
I think, levels.
Yeah.
Fuck. I do like that though. I do. Like
Tetsunori, you haven't said much. Also, Family Show Genesis. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not.
You guys can move on and come back to this one if you want.
Yeah, let's move on.
You want to move on?
You want to go for one?
I want to think.
You can continue to think about it if you want.
What about Rainbow Six Extraction level 19?
Are there levels in that? There might be.
I mean, you can gain levels.
Can you?
Right? You gain levels.
I will allow you guys to Google, by the way. Like, if you want to
think you
Google
do,
if levels are in that.
Oh wait, no, you do. That's right. Your operators do go up, but I think there's a cap. and that shouldn't
Is
matter.
the cap 18? That's the question you got to
I
ask.
thought it was like 10, honestly.
Mm,
Um,
that would be an issue. Oh God. Oh. Well, in the constraints of time, I'm going to need an answer, or we move on.
Kevin, what do we do?
all right, we'll move on. I guess I don't like it, but we'll move on.
You guys want to move on? You don't want to go for anything?
Oh, let's
Moving on.
Oh,
move on.
we're holding. We're
Oh, I said
holding.
moving on.
Oh, okay. All right. Good start. This is sadly a terribly overhyped game. It seems like 90% of this game's budget went to advertising it. Upon playing it, I see the exact same game could have been made as a mod with asset packs on PC. The combat is the exact same as the other games, minus a jump attack. Some janky camera, bad hit detection, and sometimes unresponsive controls. No doubt in my mind, these gaming outlets were paid off big time for the laughably inflated scores. This is kind of a shell of a game, and will probably be bargain bin fodder in 2 to 3 months.
Yes, Sonoto, you should do this one.
Elden Ring.
Yeah.
You guys thinking Elden Ring?
Sure.
Kevin, it's the jump button. He talked about the jump button.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Yes.
Scoring their first point! That was an easy one. There you go, guys. Boom, you got a point.
Yeah, as soon as you said the jump button, I was like,
Yeah.
yes, Sonoto's got
Yeah.
this. He was
I thought about
talking
taking that part out. Because I remember.
God.
Yeah, but I was like, we got to put some easy ones in here.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Well, let's go.
Kevin, this is sad.
Okay. The game looks nice, but it does not really feel new. It's also very shallow, no depth at all. For a 2022 game, that is kind of not okay. Unless being a total fanboy, I would only get this one on sale.
Kevin, are you thinking Horizon for this one?
Horizon would still be in play because you did guess it for another game and it was not correct.
Shallow game.
Shallow,
for
yep.
2022, and it feels like it's not truly a next gen game. Is that what he said, right? That's what the comment was? In some same words or something.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. The game looks nice,
Yeah.
but it's... Yeah, the game looks nice, but it does not really feel new. It's also very shallow, no depth at all. For a 2022 game, that is kind of not okay. Unless being a total fanboy, I would only get this one on sale.
Fanboy. What you thinking, Kevin?
Man, I have no idea.
Do you want to try Horizon for this one?
Don't really, but like I'm not opposed to it either.
He's not opposed. That's almost a thumbs up from Kevin, if it sounds like it. Actually, or a thumbs down.
Do we try Dying Light 2 for this one?
Maybe.
Damn. Dying Light 2 look nice?
Is there a series that...
Yeah, I would say so.
Is there a series that got like a major release?
I mean, a lot of games got a major release in the series.
Doesn't feel new.
Correct.
It looks nice, but doesn't feel new.
Also very shallow, no depth at all.
No depth at all.
Ding
Dude,
dong, ding dong.
Justin, no, look at the score. Adam, I'm
How?
also watching. Look at the score, top one,
How?
top
I'm not
right.
watching.
How do you get 120 million? What?
Person might be a little good, huh?
I think let's take a risk and let's do Horizon for this one.
Alright.
It's interesting.
The game looks pretty, but doesn't feel new.
Yeah,
and
interesting because you said for another one where you thought it was it was either Dying Light 2 or Horizon, and you chose Dying Light 2 on that one, and that was incorrect. So it's interesting that you think now this one's Horizon.
Oh God.
Okay, let me focus on this shit.
It's nice, but doesn't feel new. Very shallow and not.
I'm gonna need an answer here for constraints of time.
Oh God. Oh, Kevin, what about GT7?
Maybe.
As someone who's been watching a lot of videos of GT7, the only compliment people are giving it now is that it does look good, but they also say that it feels completely different from Sport.
I can't read his comments.
No, you can't, because they're
understand
words.
his language.
Yeah, I know. I'm not here to sway you either way.
Oh God.
Wait.
Kevin.
What about King of Fighters?
Oh, wait a minute.
King of Fighters 15 came out this year.
It did, yeah.
It did. Kevin, go for it. I'm with you on this one. King of Fighters.
Do we think so?
I think so.
Is that everybody? Is
Mr.
everyone
Noto,
agreeing
you
on
got
that?
that?
Yeah. I don't really have an idea.
Okay, so we'll take that as a yes.
So it's all three of you are saying yes?
Sure.
King of Fighters.
Incorrect.
Shit.
Oh.
Okay.
So we got two
I'm gonna
lives
take
left. You
I'm gonna
wanna
take a guess.
You wanna use a life?
Yeah. Use a life. Go with your
All
gut.
right.
Go with your gut.
We're gonna go
I believe
Horizon.
you.
If you
I'm gonna take
real
a guess.
quick, if you get this correct, you don't lose the life. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, okay.
So it just helps with a little bit of risk. You want to go with Horizon though?
I'm gonna go
What you
Horizon.
said? I'm just putting down there. You said King of Fighters 15 first. You have gained a second point.
Okay.
Oh.
Congratulations. You sound very excited about that. All right.
Oh my God.
I know, crazy. All right. This game could have been
2 for 5,
amazing.
boys.
This game could have been amazing. The combat is awesome and a lot of fun. The story, setting, and lore is also pretty interesting. Exploring the world would have been something I would have been really interested in. But the whole game is ruined by this forced online and game as a service stuff. You can't even start the game without having a PS Plus / Xbox subscription, even though it says you only need it to play in co-op. On top of that, the game slams microtransactions in your face despite charging $70 for the game.
$70 game.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be one of those.
Oh, I was originally gonna say like, what about like Guardians? Oh no, Guardians came out last year, didn't it? Yeah. Okay.
$70 game.
Yeah, a lot to take from there. $70 microtransactions, PS Plus or Xbox subscription. So
Yeah.
microtransaction, that eliminates GT7.
Yeah, Gran Turismo 7's out. What the hell was $70 that came out in the last year? I mean, in the last 3 months. $70. Oh shit!
Elden Ring already happened, so it's not that.
Mm-hmm. Also, no microtransactions in Elden Ring.
Oh, that's fair.
Also, wasn't that 60? Elden Ring?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I just passed it. Yeah.
$70.
$70.
Doll hairs.
Is it Dying Light?
No, Dying Light was 60.
I am not sure if that has microtransactions either.
Don't think.
But also, Genesis did just confirm it was 60, so it doesn't sound like it's Dying Light. I'm glad we have a glass band.
Yeah. I like it.
Also, they said the combat is awesome and a lot of fun, and the story, setting, and lore could be pretty interesting.
$70. Oh God, what the fuck? trying to think of what would be $70. What the heck?
They're also a user person on Metacritic, so the $70 might not even be correct. So, just throwing that out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to remember all the games that came out. Hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm wrong with Dying Light. Hang on, I need to double check Dying Light's price. What the hell
I
did
would
Dying
check
Light come out at?
microtransactions first and foremost, honestly, my man.
Okay, let me track microtransactions.
I'll tell you right now, I just looked up this game on the PlayStation Store. Not $70. So, I would not go by that fact of this person's comment. Jesus, there are a lot of microtransactions. What the...
You need online, though, to play this.
Co-op.
You need PS Plus, even though Dying Light is co-op. You can do co-op in Dying Light. You can do co-op in Final Fantasy as well. But that just came out. That's not on this list, I don't think.
I don't know.
Not on this list.
Microtransactions in Stranger Paradise.
Yeah, no, there's no microtransactions in Stranger Paradise. Oh my god, what the hell?
Ooh, 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 ooh. Tessinoda, you've been pretty quiet. You got any guesses or thoughts?
No.
Wow, alright. No guesses or thoughts.
Kevin, do we wanna give a shot on Dying Light 2? I mean, clearly the price is not correct, obviously, but...
Yeah, but the game's not 70. I looked it up. So.
No, that's what I'm saying. The guy,
yeah.
The guy's pricing is wrong. But
yeah, unless he paid $10 extra. I don't know what edition it was.
Co-op microtransactions.
It's got microtransactions according to this PlayStation Store entry for it.
Oh.
It says in-game purchases optional.
Interesting.
Can you... I hate to ask you, can you repeat it one more time?
Online play.
Yeah. This game could have been amazing. The combat is awesome and a lot of fun. The story, setting, and lore is also pretty interesting. Exploring the world would have been something I would have been really interested in. But the whole game is ruined by this forced online and games as a service stuff. You can't even start the game without having a PS Plus / Xbox subscription, even though it says you only need it to play in co-op. On top of that, the game slams microtransactions in your face, despite charging the $60 for the game, is what it should say. I'm gonna have to get an answer from you guys, because time. Also, silence. I'm a big fan of silence.
Yeah.
Do we want to try Dying Light 2 for this? Wait a minute.
Holding.
What about Rainbow Six Extraction?
Only $40.
No, but the pricing is completely wrong, obviously. He doesn't know the pricing. That the person
If anybody has a terrible memory, I'm just going to remind everybody that I went to the PlayStation Store, confirmed it was 60, and said, "Oh my God, look at all these microtransactions they're trying to push on the store." So that should give you a hint.
Okay, it's Dying Light 2.
Yeah, but microtransactions aren't on the store for that. Unless I missed them.
Oh, I don't think you could have missed the ones I saw. So was I looking at Dying Light 2? Was I looking at something else? I don't know.
What do we want to do?
10, 9, 7, 6.
Doesn't seem like Dying Light 2 has a lot of
3,
microtransactions
2,
on the store.
1. Either an answer or move on.
boys?
Move on.
Move on? You guys want to move on?
Kevin,
Yeah.
move on. Okay, move on.
All right. We got 4 more to go. No,
Okay.
3 more. 3 more
Three
to
more.
go. And then after you guys give your guesses or skip those, I'll give you a bank of the games that are left. All right. Do the same thing every day, but only a certain number of times. A boring story, a boring world from the corridors, a combat system with special effects from which the eyes will flow out. Control, break the fingers, or a gaming mouse. That's such a game.
Control, break the fingers.
What kind of stupid, illiterate fucking person wrote this review?
Fun fact, this is the most helpful user review on this game's user scores.
This game's
Upvoted
gotta
by
be
like
Babylon's
60
Fall.
comments.
I'm thinking that's what it is.
It's gotta be Babylon's Fall. I think we're gonna go with Babylon's Fall.
Is that a team guess?
Kevin, I think you said yes, right?
I think you're going with Babylon's Fall. Why not?
Desinoto.
Sure.
Okay, Babylon's Fall it is.
Incorrect.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Move on or second guess? I'd recommend
Kevin.
moving on.
What about Crossfire X?
I don't know why the controls would break your hands. It's a first-person shooter.
What if it's just a terrible controlling?
Again, 2 more games, and then you get a bank of the games that are left on the list. So I don't know if you want to risk your lives. Like,
Look, we've already accepted that we're going to do poorly on this.
so, hey, you got 2 points so far.
Alright, I guess we move on.
All right. Buggy and boring, not worth the money. Crashed about 10 times, can't skip dialogue, which believe me, you'll wanna when you've had to restart a section for the millionth time because it's broken. Not scary, just puts in some body horror, even that isn't interesting enough to buy this. Just watch a playthrough. Wish I hadn't wasted my money or time on it.
Martha's dead?
Body horror.
Martha's dead?
We did see the Batman. Martha did die. Can confirm.
Kevin,
Thank you.
Martha's dead.
Pretty
I didn't like her anyway.
Do we want to try that as a guess? He that dialogue leads me to believe yes, that's it.
All right.
My dialogue? My stupid joke? Let me tell you right now that is not a confirmation of anything. But hey, man, you do you.
What other horror games came out?
Not too much.
Did Ikai come out? Ikai.
No, not yet. It's 29th, I think.
Ikai.
Yeah, we don't need to go through this again.
Yes, we do. It's a rite of passage.
What's the answer here? What are you guys going with? You choosing to go with Martha Be Dead, or
I mean,
you
Martha's
think of
dead,
another
that
horror
dialogue.
game, or hey,
And dialogue.
again, user scores. Is it supposed to be scary?
Oh God.
just saying.
Martha dead.
Kevin, what do you think?
My man, I have no idea.
Wait a minute, Kevin. Do we think Dying Light for this?
Interesting.
I mean, maybe.
Kevin.
Now, let me ask you, Genesis. Only a minute ago were you so sure it was Martha is dead. What happened? Why did the doubt creep in?
Because you keep talking to me. You're like the voice in my head that I hear all the time.
I told you, I'm neutral on everything. I have
I
to
know
be.
you are. You keep telling me that, but I don't believe you.
I have no idea, honestly.
Dying Light.
Truthfully. Alright, sure.
Dying Light.
Always
Desinoto, are you guessing Dying Light as well?
No.
Okay, Desinoto is not guessing Dying Light. Desinoto, what do you think you should go with?
Dead Martha.
Okay, you want to do Martha's Dead? Okay, Kevin, what do you think?
Kevin? That
Go with
all
Dead
three of you
Martha.
confirming Dead Martha?
Martha is dead, but yes.
All three of you have given yourself another point.
Yes, sir.
Martha did indeed die, and that person not a fan of the game. All right, final game, and then I'll give you a bank.
Okay.
A horrible game, and I don't understand how anyone can give it a review over 2. Lazy physics, lazy gameplay, banking everything on linear cut screens. No idea what that means. Yep. That don't match in with the actual gameplay. The racing is some of the worst I have played. Not realistic, but not fun either. It's just plain boring. The career mode is a follow-on similar in style of NBA 2K, but without real emotion or consequences to your actions. Just lazy. I'm so glad I got 10 hours preview because there is no chance I would buy this game after trying it.
Yeah, 10-hour preview?
10-hour preview. I don't know how he did that. Not quite sure.
I was totally on board for Riders Republic for this
Came out
until
October.
that last bit. Oh shit, you're right.
I rarely am even wrong, so.
I mean, he said racing.
Did say racing. Now,
This
how
is
many
Gran
racing
Turismo
games have
7.
how many racing games have come out this year?
I have no idea.
Oh, interesting. 2? Did you say Designato?
2? I know, I said 2.
Mm.
2,
What's the second one?
GT7 and Assetto Corsa.
No, ACC did not come out this year. It's just updates to it.
Oh, okay.
Told you I've been watching a lot of GT7 content. I'm in the car world now.
Racing.
Again, you can Google. What came out this year?
Racing. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Grid Legends.
Can you read the thing again?
I can. For you, anything. A horrible game, and I don't understand how anyone can give it a review over 2. Lazy physics, lazy gameplay. Banking everything on linear cut screens that don't match in with the actual gameplay. The racing is some of the worst I have played. Not realistic, but not fun either. It's just plain boring. The career mode is a follow-on similar in style of NBA 2K, but without real emotion or consequences to your actions. Just lazy. I'm so glad I got 10 hours preview because there is no chance I would buy this game after trialing it.
Trial?
Yep, that's what they said. I don't know what that means. I don't know if any companies offer a trialing service for their games.
I know Steam does a 24-hour refund, I think. Or
2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours.
Did that person say 10 hour?
Yes.
Oh, it's Grid Legends, my man. Grid Legends has a 10-hour trial.
Oh, I go with that.
Let's do
Game
Grid
Pass
Legends
subscribers get a 10-hour Grid Legends trial next week, and that came out February 17th of this year. Grid Legends.
There's that team confirmed?
I agree.
That's it.
Well, that's a team point. There's 4 right there, baby.
Everything's
Just
over.
randomly searched it. I was like racing game 10-hour trial, and everything was Grid Legends. I'm
Boom.
like,
All right, you have gotten a 4 out of a possible 10. You've gave a total of it looks like 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You gave 10 guesses out of these 10, but you skipped 2. I'm just
skip. Go back.
I'm going back. I'm just putting the word bank in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how many are left. Perfect. The games that are on this list, and you have to narrow it down for these last 6, are Dying Light 2, Lost Ark, Gran Turismo 7, Babylon's Fall, Sifu in Rainbow Six Extraction?
Okay.
Okay. I will start from where I started previously. Cyberpunk has competition for the worst PS4, PS5 game. A good way to waste 2 hours if you are extra bored. This feels like a PS1 game, a worse version of Tenchu, with the usual cheap AI and overhyped scam marketing to make you buy. The Rockstar devs at least can brag about the hype on Instagram.
Repeat it one more time, Adam. I apologize. One more time, please.
Cyberpunk has competition for the worst PS4/PS5 game. A good way to waste 2 hours if you are extra bored. This feels like a PS1 game, a worse version of Tenchu with the usual cheap AI and overhyped scam marketing to make you buy. The Rockstar devs
Sifu.
at least can brag about the hype on Instagram. By the
Sifu.
way they spell competition is not how you spell competition. It's more competitoin. So there's like 7 P's. It makes no sense.
Gentlemen, I think it's Sifu.
I like it. We use our life if we're doing this, though.
You do use another life, but if you get it right, you don't lose the life. Remember that?
Oh, that's fair. How many
Also,
do you still have?
Kevin, real thing, you liked a lot of wrong answers too.
I know I do.
So, also, I like how
That's a lot of
Genesis
answers.
doesn't confirm anything with Desunoto. He just confirms it with you, Kevin. So, there's clearly an alpha here.
Wow.
What are you boys going with?
Guys, I think Sifu is correct, right? That's not what do you think?
Yeah.
We could try it.
Let's try Sifu then.
Sifu is your guess, and Sifu is correct.
Yay.
You have gained an additional 0.5 points.
Alright, we got halfway, baby.
Yeah. All right. What do we want to read? We'll do this one. This is one where you previously did not take a guess on. This game could have been amazing. The combat is awesome and a lot of fun. The story setting and lore is also pretty interesting. Exploring the world would have been something I would have been really interested in, but the whole game is ruined by this Force Online and games as a service stuff. You can't even start the game without having a PS Plus subscription or Xbox subscription, even though it says you only need to play it in co-op. On top of that, the game slams microtransactions in your face despite charging $70 for the game.
It's gotta be Rainbow Six.
Wait, it's not. It has none. The microtransactions in Rainbow Six are here. Buy money so you can buy skins. Or just play the game and get them that way. What about Lost Ark?
Kevin, that is a beautiful guess, and I think we're gonna go with that.
I'm thinking that might be a good guess right there.
Desunoto, what do you think? You want to go with Lost Ark with Kevin, or you want to whip out your own?
Although it's supposed to be an MMO, so I don't see. That's the one thing I'm questioning.
I could read the bank again if you forgot.
Yes.
Rainbow Six Extraction, Lost Ark, GT7, Dying Light 2, Babylon's Fall.
Wait, why is this a bank? I'm confused.
That's the games that are
That's what we have to
left.
choose from. Yeah, that's what we have to choose from left.
Oh,
He's trying to make it easier for us.
Choice.
No, what?
He's trying to make it a little easier for us. We
Lost.
I mean, we did. Okay. Sure.
And then I said I was gonna provide a word bank after you tried each one once.
We didn't.
You did. I'm already reading ones you've already done.
We don't have guesses for 2 of them, at least.
Yeah, but you still tried it.
Oh, okay, I guess. Well, then, I mean, I guess if it's in the freaking bank, might as well throw it out there, even though, whatever.
What are we throwing out? A Lost Ark?
I guess.
Okay.
I don't remember. I mean, none of the other games really sound like it's gonna be it.
It's fine with me.
Did you say it's fine with you? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So your final answer is Lost Ark?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
What the Kevin, it's got to be Rainbow Six Extraction.
If you want to go with it, I don't know.
So now, if you go for it and get it wrong, you'll lose a life. So we could move on again.
Is Babylon's Fall co-op?
Yes, I think.
Does that have microtransactions?
I really couldn't tell you.
Babylon's Fall only came on PlayStation. Never mind, it's not on Xbox.
Again, user score. They were wrong about the price as well.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn. I guess let's try Babylon's Fall. You guys want to do that?
Your team has abandoned you.
I concur. I think I'm gonna try Babylon's Fall.
Yeah, let's try it.
You want to try Babylon's Fall?
Sure.
You have gained a half a point.
Bro, what?
Bro,
How
what?
is that Babylon's Fall?
How am I supposed to know?
Was this person drunk when they wrote this?
Couldn't tell you.
What is wrong with what they said?
Okay, so they said
Yeah.
PlayStation and Xbox, right? Microtransactions right off the bat. $70 price tag.
Mm-hmm.
Are they drunk or stupid when they wrote this?
A lot of microtransactions in that game. Not $70, but there are like $80 and $100 editions. Also not on Xbox, so a little weird. So they were wrong on a lot of stuff. But in a lot of the reviews, they said the story, setting, and lore were very interesting. But then the game requires an online subscription, even when you're not playing co-op, and it also shows microtransactions in your face. So, there you go. All right. Where do we want to go? Okay, we'll go back to this one. I like this game, although I'm not a fan of the genre. The only thing that allows me to play until the end is strange optimization. Somewhere at level 19, my FPS began to sag. At the beginning, it was a solid 60 to 70 FPS, and now 40 to 50 FPS. Cringe!
This has got to be Lost Ark.
It must be, yeah.
This is not a Lost Life if you're wrong. This is the one you haven't guessed. So.
Okay, let's try Lost Ark for this.
Sure.
Desunoto? Is that a confirmation?
Yeah.
You are incorrect.
What the fuck? FPS dropping at level 19?
Do you level up in Dying Light? Or you say Dying Light for this one too?
If you get this wrong, you lose a life.
Let's just get Dying Light for every one, you know?
Let's give Dying Light a shot.
Is that something the team wants to do?
Sure.
Desunoto, you want to do Dying Light?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Your guess is Dying Light 2? Incorrect.
Oh my god. We're in the last life here, boys.
Good.
So do we die?
Yes, we die. We have to sacrifice one of us in order to keep going. Okay. Logically, the only thing left is Rainbow Six Extraction.
Or GT7.
It can't be GT7. It's not. How can that be GT7? There's no levels in GT7.
There's a car level in GT7, but also not on PC, which, like I said, sounds like what they're describing. But also user score.
Boys, you want to go with Extraction? We're dead if we don't get this, so.
We're dead even if we get this, so.
No, you're not.
Oh, 100% we will be, don't you worry.
Alright.
If there's somebody who can fail this, it's us.
Let's do Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six is your guess. You have gained half a point.
How in the fuck is that?
Any sense at all?
What the fuck is that?
What do you mean?
I'm sorry. Is 75% of the fucking human population all retards? Like,
Yes.
is that the thing? Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
How do people
100%.
type? How do
Yeah.
people
We're gonna
type
move
their
on.
shit online?
People
We're
type
gonna move
it.
on. We're gonna move
Next
on.
question.
Oh my god.
As if
Oh, God.
Cyberpunk 2077 wasn't enough disappointment, this game came out. The game has been a great disappointment for me. I'm a big fan of the first. This game shocked me from the first hour. The worst experience I had is with the voice glitch. It happens very often. I miss lots of content, main and side quests, because of it. I own the PS4 version. Don't know if this is a move to push players to buy new-gen consoles or what.
It's gotta be Dying Light.
too. This could be a meme.
Now, bad news, if this is Dying Light 2, you have 2 more games to go. Are you guys guessing Dying Light 2?
Yeah.
Guess you know them? Yeah, you confirm? Yeah. You guys have gained half a point. Dying Light 2 has been found. Congratulations.
Has been found.
Okay. So, we got 2 left. So that means we really got 1 left, because you're going to know. So which one do you want first? So many years of waiting, or do the same thing every day?
Do the same thing every day.
All right, you're the only one who gave an answer, so that's what we're doing. Do the same thing every day, but only a certain number of times. A boring story, a boring world from the corridors, a combat system with special effects from which the eyes will flow out. Control break the fingers or a gaming mouse. That's such a game.
This is Lost Ark, but it makes so much sense.
Do you want to guess Lost Ark or GT7?
Lost Ark.
Come on. Particle effects to make your eyes flow out.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. Particle effects that make your eyes fall out. Is that
flow,
GT7?
not fall, flow.
Flow.
Oh, flow.
No, it's Dying Light 2.
I think Lost Ark is a good guess.
I'm feeling Lost Ark here.
Well, it's a 50-50 shot here. So.
Destinato, what do you think? If we guess wrong, we're dead.
That's fine.
Okay. You're fine with dead? Okay. All right.
Your guess is Lost Ark. I'm going to read the other one before I give you the answer. So many years of waiting and all for nothing. Why the hell are games tied to politics? Making a refund on release day? Seriously? Thanks to companies for destroying all trust in an instant. No more pre-orders and no more games from developer.
This could also be Lost Ark.
Oh no. No. Didn't we guess Gran Turismo 7 in this?
Now you guess Dying Light 2.
Oh. Of course.
So, do you still want to go with Lost Ark for that previous one?
Honestly, though, years waiting makes sense for Lost Ark as well, because I remember this thing's been in beta for an eternity.
Particle effects with them, but the other one said combat system.
It's fair. It did mention a combat system,
What
if there's a combat system in Gran Turismo,
I'll tell you right now, I've been watching a lot of GT7 combat. There's a lot of car combat. I'll tell you what, it's crazy.
The cars transform into Optimus Prime and fight.
No, that's
Give me a
ridiculous.
Gran Turismo game that has...
It's a simulator, come on. So, are you guys going with Lost Ark?
it would be Twisted Metal. Let's go with Lost Ark for the other one.
Your final score, with 4 correct answers and an additional 5 correct answers, but with assistance, is a 6.5. You are correct. It was Lost Ark. The last one I read was Gran Turismo 7.
How is Gran Turismo 7 influenced by politics?
I have no fucking clue.
So,
and when I read that, I was like, this is the review.
I will have this on record. I hate the human population.
Wait,
You guys are all
How do we
fucking
have 6.5
stupid.
points?
Because I gave you 4 points for the ones you got correct without a word bank, and then I gave you half a points for ones where you used the word bank.
There's 10.
There's 10, but I'm not giving you a point for you narrowed it down to 2 possible options. You can't get full credit. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I get it. I mean, you're the one who gave us the word bank without us even wanting it, so...
No, I gave you the word bank, and Z and you guys all agreed to the word bank.
Did?
Yes.
What was this?
Yes. Because I said, after this, I'll give you guys the word bank. And you all went, cool. And then you just started talking about Dying Light 2.
Oh, you know, that's fair. I probably wasn't paying
Get
attention.
rid
Real
of the title.
funny.
Eternal.
Real funny, because for Horizon Forbidden West, you guessed King of Fighters 15. And I thought that was great. And then for Rainbow Six Extraction, you guessed Lost Ark and then Dying Light 2. For Sifu, you guessed Babylon's Fall, Shadow Warriors 3, and then Sifu finally. For GT7, you guessed Dying Light 2. And then I went to Dying Light 2, and then you guessed Horizon Forbidden West. And after that, I went to Horizon Forbidden West, and you first guessed King of Fighters 15. So I was like, I'm just screwing with them. Also, Z, during Sifu, mentioned Rainbow Six Extraction. Because Kevin said Tenchu was a first-person shooter game.
No, I didn't.
You did in the
No, I
during.
said Shadow Warrior is a
Yeah, he said
shooting
Shadow
game.
Warriors.
Oh yeah, well during
First-person shooting
Sifu
game.
you said it was there was a first-person shooter game, so you guys then started getting sidetracked looking for first-person shooter games to go for the person who explained
Yeah,
Sifu.
that was my fault. That was my
All
fault.
I was trying to say with that, which clearly I did not, was that Tenchu Stealth Assassins is not a first-person shooter game,
Yeah, no.
and Shadow Warrior
No,
is.
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't you. It was me. I let us off the path.
You
I led us
guys, you
down the
got
path
You
so
of
wanted
distracted.
everything. You wanted everything to be Rainbow Six Extraction. I don't even
No,
remember
no,
what it was.
Except
no,
Rainbow
Kevin.
Six Extraction, the only
I
one
wanted
that talked about
Oh,
PC
level
specs
19,
and level
I,
19.
I wanted
which makes.
everything to be Dying Light too. That was my
I mean, we all
You
wanted
guys
everything to
wanted
come out.
Dying Light 2 to happen a lot, and I really thought you would have it happen, but then you guessed Horizon Forbidden West. This game shocked me from the first hour. What part of the first hour is shocking of Horizon Forbidden West?
The graphics. Get on my level.
Now, Kevin, I would say that's a good guess. This person never addresses the graphics in their statement, though. But I guess they could be shocked by that. But there you go, guys. You did it. Congratulations.
I love this game. We
Thank
can do
you.
it again.
Yeah, I think we should do it again. I think
Yeah,
it'll
we'll
be
do it every so often. And I gotta figure out how to make you guys, I don't know, guess quicker, I guess? Because it takes a while to get through that.
Well, yeah, we suck.
It's just you don't. The thing is, it's wild to hear you guys make guesses,
Now,
and then I
do
move
you
to the
think?
game where I'm like, oh, it's kind of obvious what this is based on what you guys have already said, and then you go, what is this? And then nobody ever brings up the game they just mentioned 2 minutes ago. We're now
Do you
talking
think
about a
we would have
first-person
done?
PC shooter, and nobody brings up Rainbow Six Extraction.
Do you do you guys think the game would have taken longer or been harder if we had Climaximus with us?
I think it would have been a little bit quicker or much slower. I really feel like it could go either way with him because his brain is
Alright.
weird.
He also
What other
doesn't
topics do
remember.
we got?
Adam, do we want to do spoiler talk?
I mean, we can if Kevin's okay with it.
Kevin, are you okay with us doing spoiler talk of
I
the Batman?
give 2 legs. Now you
Okay.
figure out what that means.
All right. Well,
Legs, okay.
the final topic we got here, we're gonna dive into some spoiler talk of the Batman. I had the pleasure of watching.
And an immediate reversal.
So good. How dare you? I had the pleasure of watching the Batman with Destinoto and Adam.
Mm-hmm.
We enjoyed the movie, even though Destinoto fell asleep for some part of the movie. So, you know.
Yep. We all knew that.
Yeah.
That's why I told him to get his thoughts in order by today. What part did you fall asleep in?
It was right before that church scene
Okay. Then when did you wake up?
when the bomb went off in the church.
Oh, okay. So you were asleep for 11 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Do you want to give your thoughts first, Adam? Or
I mean, I'll let you guys go first. This is my third time seeing it, and I gushed about it last week. So.
Desmond, do you want to go first with your thoughts?
Yeah,
You didn't
sure.
gush about it last week. Genesis gushed about it for you last week.
No, I gushed about it for a little
Oh.
bit. No, I remember. Don't worry. That was just a joke we played up last week that everyone knows. Okay, calm down. I'm not gonna yell at you. No, I gushed about it last week. I mean, I'll say other things during this. I'm just not taking the spotlight, Kevin. Thank you though for your concern.
How dare you?
I just spoke for so long, trying to get you guys
Let's
to
talk
guess
about how
games.
Dying Light 2 is really the answer to all reviews.
I'm so tempted to make one of these, and the only answer is Dying Light 2. Just be like, hey, is this Dying Light 2? Yes or no? A or B? True or false? Dying Light 2 review. Yes or no, please continue with your spoiler-filled review if you want of the Batman.
Well, I thought it was a pretty good movie, pretty good Batman. Probably my favorite after the Dark Knight trilogy.
All of them?
Yeah.
Interesting, okay.
Well, I mean, the one I liked the most was Dark Knight, and then Rises, and then Batman Begins.
Okay, that's the wrong order, but, opinions.
So, I think the only like small issues that I had with the movie were some of the script for certain characters were like actually just for Selena Kyle, it was her script wasn't that great. I think her lines were bad.
Any examples?
Like uh, she would make these I guess
Corny jokes.
corny Batman puns that like she probably doesn't realize as the character, but everybody else does, and then it doesn't really seem entertaining. Like when she said, "Oh, dude, do you live in a cave?" Like the Bat Cave. I thought of. I was like,
Mm-hmm. Well, he's a bad
this is
creature,
not
so.
Okay.
All right.
entertaining.
Interesting. All right.
But I mean, other than that, some of the dialogue, the soundtrack, the way the soundtrack was used,
Yeah.
was absolutely phenomenal.
I would say it's Climaximus.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the best part was the chase scene between Penguin and Batman.
Yeah.
And they didn't show it in the trailer with the sound, but when you see the movie, every single time he looks back, you hear the song come back.
Yeah.
And they cut it so perfectly where it doesn't sound bad when it's gone, but then it comes right back like it was playing the entire time.
That song is called "Highway to the Anger Zone." If you're looking up the Batman soundtrack, it starts with the slow build of when the Batmobile's revealed, and then it just boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's a great song.
It's so good.
Gotta change that to my ringtone.
The fighting scenes were great, like very visceral, very brutal sometimes. He didn't kill anybody, I think.
No, he was very specific about no killing as well.
Yeah, but he did brutalize people,
I beat the shit
which
out of
was
people.
really good, really cool to see. Because I mean, in the Dark Knight, that he does fight a lot of people in that movie, but I think it pushes it up a notch in this.
Yeah. Oh
this
yeah.
one. that whole thing about the darkness that you brought up after the
Mm-hmm.
movie.
Yep.
That was something that like really struck me too, because I never really thought about that too much
Yeah.
until they mentioned it in the movie. I'm like, this is a really cool a way to like introduce Batman in this movie.
Yeah.
He
can't just
he's
be.
somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
He could be in any shadow.
He can't be everywhere. So he has to input fear into the criminals. And that opening
Yeah.
speech, where he's like, when they see that light, they know that I could be right there. And then they panic. They straight up panic. So, and he's
Which,
only
like,
2 years into it.
Yeah, and that kind of got touched on a little bit in The Dark Knight, but not at the level that this movie took it to.
No, it's in Batman Begins especially, it's more about like, oh, he can hide in the shadows and he's there. But you never saw the criminal element and how they really felt about it. There's really like maybe
I think
2
there's only
scenes
one
in all of the
scene.
trilogy. It's
Yeah.
in The Dark Knight, in the beginning, it's when Scarecrow's like, the lights go out, Batman's here. But then it's not the real Batman. But then Batman shows up and he's like, there he is. There's no fear there for him. But he's also kind of broken, so we'll give him a pass. But in Batman Begins, when he first shows up to break into like the basement where Scarecrow is as well, the people are like, oh my god, he's here. Can he really fly? Like, what are his powers? Like, what's going on? And then Scarecrow's like, we'll find out. And they are scared in that scene. But this movie shows the actual fear and how Batman is a horror villain to these criminals. There's a moment at the end in the like giant like stadium or arena fight where Batman blows up a fire extinguisher and he jumps from the smoke and it makes a sound and he tackles a dude like a scream sound. And also the Batmobile revs up like a monster.
Yeah.
It's he's basically a horror movie villain. Like, or just some creature. It's represented so well in this.
Yeah.
But sounds like you enjoyed quite a bit, even though you took about an 11-minute nap. A little too long, I'd assume.
Yeah, I think I have to watch it again, for sure.
Yeah, I've seen it 3 times, so.
Yeah.
So, all right. Genesis? Oh, he's ready.
Okay. Where do I start with this movie? Where do I start? Everything about this movie is as close to an ejaculation.
Okay, you're sounding like you're a drop head right now. You need to calm down. Take a moment. Like, I mean, I don't disagree.
Okay. So, everything about this movie is amazing. I think this is the most well-written, darkest, and most brutal Batman there is. He, in my opinion, again, this is just an opinion, he makes Christian Bale's Batman look much weaker than this. Like, this is only a very inexperienced 2-year-old Batman, right? Not actually age, meaning like how long he's been Batman for. Yeah, just clarification.
Project Gotham is what it's called in the in the film, and he only says Batman once,
right?
In the whole movie.
And
everybody calls him Vengeance.
His suit looks goddamn amazing. I actually like the whole combat boot aspect of it, of the part of it. Like, I like his shoes, the part of it, because every time you walked in, the first thing you hear are those goddamn shoes walking. and the one.
It was like Mr. X.
Yeah. The one scene where the one dude's staring into the corridor and all you hear is the goddamn shoes walking. And then you hear him come out and you see him come out of the shadows and you're like, oh my god, he's here. The Batmobile, this is the coolest, most muscular looking Batmobile that I've seen. The Ben Affleck's Batmobile is a garbage compared to this.
I don't know about that. I'd like it. It's also a Batman who's been doing it for 25 years, Batmobile.
I mean, sure, he's a very...
This Batmobile is one that Bruce has been working on since he was 16, if you read the novelization of pre the movie.
Clearly, I did. Obviously, I did. If I went to go see this, I obviously read the novelization of
Yeah,
the
of
movie.
course,
You know,
of course.
but the I think this one is just the most aggressive looking fucking death machine there is. The Tumbler's great. Don't get me wrong. The Tumbler's very high tech, and that was like Batman and his prime, I think. But this is just raw. Like, I'm coming for you, and I'm going to, when I get to you, I'm going to make your life hell when I find you. And the scene where he jumps, like the Penguin looks back and he's like, "I got you."
I
When
got
he
you.
jumps through that fire, and he just slams him, and he turns the car over, and he hops out of the car, and you see him walking. Oh God!
And also, then he bends down, like, and looks into the window, and I was like, "All right, was this needed? I don't know, but I love it. I love it so much."
I fully expected when we first saw this, the first trailer, that Robert Pattinson couldn't pull off a Batman, and then more trailers came out, and it was looking more promising. I still to this day cannot believe he is such a good Batman. Bravo to Robert Pattinson on
Yeah.
doing a fantastic Batman. Absolutely great time. Riddler is very well done. Not a cartoonish like, oh, I'm a Riddler, this and that. Like, as a very dark type of Riddler. Like, the following he gathered by the end of the movie too, it shows just how dangerous those villains in that universe can be.
His
And
opening scene as well,
yeah,
where he's just in the background.
I can't wait to see more villains come out of this universe and what he's going to do and what he's going to learn. I mean, this movie was a learning experience for him, but he still has so much to go and so much to learn. And I feel like us joining him on that journey, like, okay, let's say there's 2 more Batman movies to make, 3, right? Trilogy, right?
Sure.
By the end of it, we would have become so attached to this Batman, and it would be just like this amazing journey of like growth and also like just seeing how far he can go. I mean, we saw already how far he can go. Stuck adrenaline in his leg, went to a dude and started pummeling his face in the ground and didn't stop until Gordon stopped him and turned him around and he's about to punch him in the face too.
Are you ready to go?
But you know, this is definitely my favorite Batman movie. 10 out of 10. This is the movie of 2022, I think. I've told Adam, I've told Asonoto, I think Doctor Strange is going to be great. I think Thor is going to be great. But I don't think it's going to take the spot that the Batman just made of 2022. I don't think so.
Sure.
I have no desire to see any other DC movie anymore. I just want to see this on repeat. Over
all right.
and over again.
Why would you say that?
It's the whole thing. We don't have to get into that.
I
Interesting.
Just want more Batman.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of with you both. I really love this movie. I mean, I still love Batman Begins. It's just such a good movie, and especially that first half. I still tear up when his parents get shot in the first half of that movie. But in this, I full on cry every single time at one point in this movie. Does anybody know which point I cry at?
His speech at the end, when the lady can't let go of his hand.
Interesting. That's part of it, yeah. It's a full on. It goes on for a couple minutes. So I start to tear up when he sees that the job's not done, and he's like, "Oh, that wire is like the electricity's gonna fall into the water and electrocute all those people." And then he's like, "All right, gotta go." And everyone looks at him like, "What? You've done enough. What are you doing?" And he's like, "Nope, gotta go." And he then gets on that wire and he cuts the wire at the top. And when I first saw the movie, I was like, why would he cut it at the top? Why not cut it at the bottom and then go down there and help them? He cuts it at the top for reasons, no idea still. But he cuts it and then he drops down like he's falling in the well again. Except this time, when he emerges from the water, he pulls out that flare and he walks over to save the mayor and the rest of the people. And the person that comes out of there is that little boy. And it's like he's saving himself. And then he leads them out. And then it cuts to morning when this happened late at night. And it cuts to the morning. And he's dirty. And he's been saving people all night long. And he brings that woman to the stretcher. He sets her down. She doesn't want to let go of him. And then he makes her kind of let go. But then he holds her hand until the last possible moment when she's airlifted in the chopper. And I can't think of one Batman movie that Batman has saved a citizen at random and they cared that much for him. There's not one movie other than him saving his friends. It's such a rare depiction of Batman where the common complaint of Batman is, why does Batman just go around beating up minorities or whatever? Why is he not using his money to invest? If you don't read Batman comics, I totally get why that's a complaint that you have. Oh, he's clearly just going around and beating up somebody who litters. Any crime that's committed, he'll just put you in a wheelchair. That's not the Batman I know and love. I know that's the meme. That's not the Batman I know and love. Batman in the comics has set up foundations. He pays for the medical bills of all the people he beats up because he knows that medical debt will set them behind. He also has reform programs, and he's also not beating up people who litter or jaywalk, which is a TikTok I saw earlier where it's somebody was like, "Oh, Batman." A woman jaywalked and the Batmobile came by and she was gone. And then he screamed vengeance and just kept going. It's a funny TikTok. There's a lot of those. But yeah.
No, the one where the guy throws a litter on the ground, all of a sudden the Batmobile strikes him in the
yeah, I love that. But the representation, the arc that Batman goes through is so beautiful. Him starting off where he's fear is a tool, and when they see my signal, it's not just a call, it's a warning to the bad people. And by the end of the film, he's like, this city is scarred just like me, and I can't just be a warning to the bad people. I have to be a symbol of hope and unity and honesty to the rest of Gotham. And that is something that is just never represented. And I love that so much. Because you always see, oh, he's a vigilante, he's a criminal. You never see people being like, he saved my life, he did this for me. He's not doing the little thing. This Batman goes through hell, and it also takes place in 7 days. And also, Gotham is awful. I love this Gotham so much. It's dark, it's always raining, it's filled with so many lights and advertisements. Every corner is seedy. I'm scared looking in the shadows because Batman's probably there, and I'm not even committing a crime, and I'm not even technically in Gotham. There's just so much. The Gotham in The Dark Knight is Chicago. In The Dark Knight Rises, it's also Chicago. In Batman Begins, it's partly Chicago, and then they have a set for the Narrows, which is the shitty part of Gotham. But then Christopher Nolan wanted to turn it into this drug crime mafia epic, which I mean, The Dark Knight is still amazing, but it just doesn't. That never felt like Gotham to me. Even in the scene with him on the bike, taking down the truck, you see signs on some of the buildings, and it says Chicago Dispensary or whatever the hell it is, because Christopher Nolan doesn't like to use CGI, almost to his detriment sometimes. But this Gotham, I would have never guessed this was filmed at the height of a pandemic in England, in Toronto, in Boston, and in Atlanta. I would have never guessed. Every movie that I've seen that has come out during the pandemic that's a blockbuster, it's just all CGI backgrounds and no people. This was filmed at the height of the pandemic, and the funeral scene is packed. It's beautiful. It's also a very beautiful movie, and also the score is just, I love it. I
Mm-hmm.
love the Batman theme.
Score,
Somebody did
yeah.
a compilation of like the Batman theme works for every Batman that's been on screen, and it's just an edit of every Batman with that theme in the background. So, but yeah, this is my favorite Batman movie. I've seen it 3 times. I found a version online, and I've watched the ending in total 9 times, and I've cried all 9 times.
Is it a good version? Is it like a clean version? Or
No, it's a bad version. It's a really bad version, but you can hear the speech, you can make out what's happening, and I still cry. It starts at the exact same point. I literally just skip to that part because I'm like, I think I can get through it, and then I don't. So, yeah, Catwoman. I mean, cast. I like the cast. I think Catwoman. I see what you mean by her dialogue. Like sometimes she says like little jokes and stuff, and it's like, is this really necessary? But that's the
Yeah.
Catwoman I know. And some of those jokes are literally taken from the comics. Doesn't necessarily mean they're good, but for me that was not an issue. I like how she calls him Vengeance. She calls him Mr. Vengeance at first, and then she just calls him Vengeance. Meanwhile, he's like, Selina, and she's like, wait, how do you know my name? But she never says it. She's just like, wait, what the fuck? And then she realizes that her mail's out, and she like moves on. There's so much not said in this movie, and I love that. Also, Batman's one-liners were hysterical. I love every single one of them. Where it's like, Carmine Falcone is like, hey, your dad saved me. You know, it's got to mean something that he saved a crime boss. And he responds as regular Batman, which is Bruce Wayne version of Batman, but he's not really Bruce Wayne in this. And he goes, yeah, it means he took the Hippocratic Oath. It's like hysterical. Get wrecked, Carmine. But yeah, I'm very curious to see how a sequel is made. I'm curious to see what his Bruce Wayne is, because as far as I'm aware, we have not seen his Bruce Wayne. That is Batman without a costume. And it's really funny how the Riddler thought like he was helping him, and thought he would be happy with it. So, also that dude in the funeral who says like, they didn't help my daughter. I don't know if you saw that, Destinoto. He says like, nobody helped my daughter. Just like the Waynes, they got what's coming to them. And then he looks up at Bruce and he's like, you look familiar. I think that's Joe Chill. It literally looks like the comic version of Joe Chill. There's no confirmation of that. Some people think it's the Riddler goon at the end, but they clearly have different faces. But also that guy at the end, his face is beat in, so I don't know.
Who's Joe Chill?
Joe Chill is the murderer of Batman's parents. One of my favorite stories of a Batman comic is Joe Chill. People find out that Joe Chill created Batman by killing Bruce Wayne's family, and Batman has to spend like a bunch of time protecting Joe Chill from being killed. And they have conversations, and Joe Chill is like, hey, I'm sorry I killed your parents, and I'm sorry that I did this, not just because I created Batman. It's like this wonderful heart-to-heart they have, and it's really nice. It's a great comic. Great one-off.
And if I was Batman, I would have beat his ass, and damn.
Yeah, that's, Batman Begins tackled that, where he went to go kill him, and Carmine Falcone, in that movie, they call him Falcone, Carmine Falcone had him killed by the lady assassin reporter lady. So, yeah.
Alright.
I'm not giving it a number, and I'm not saying if it's better than The Dark Knight or anything like that. I'm just saying I liked it a lot, and I think they're two different movies to say, like, this is better than The Dark Knight. I think it's a better Batman movie in general, because of, Batman's in it a lot.
Also,
I
it's
think-
better than The Dark Knight. I think it's better than all the Dark
Hey,
Knight
man,
movies.
there's times where I'd rather watch The Dark Knight. Doesn't come up often, but, it's a good movie to check back into. It's, that changed the landscape. I also think this movie will change the landscape and how films are shot, because I think it has such a distinguished look to it, especially with the type of lenses they use, where it's like everything in the center of the frame is so clear and everything around it is blurry as hell.
Bokeh effect.
It's got a really cool look to it. And the car chase scene is one of my favorite car chase scenes in any movie ever, because you see what's happening, and there's traffic on the road, and they get in the way a lot, and Batman's just breaking through concrete and jumping over trucks, exploding. So that's cool.
All right, and with that, I think it's time we end the show.
Oh, I think Penguin was great.
He's getting his own spin-off, so I'm very
Oh,
excited
is
for that.
he?
Yeah, it's coming to HBO Max. That's the only character I was worried about before going into this. I thought, like, in the trailers, he seemed kind of cartoony. And I was like, he won't fit into the world. Also, it looks nothing like Colin Farrell. Even though it kind of does, but like, I'm like, Bullseye from Daredevil. What the hell? What happened to you? But then, the "Take It Easy, Sweetheart" has repeated in my head 95,000 times since the first showing, and Klein Maximus and I text that back to each other at least once a day. So, because it's
I like
really
Amos
funny.
Maximus.
Also, my friend Alex, he texts that every so often because he really liked Penguin as well. He said it was his favorite character. Also, fun little fact: Penguin is waddling when he's like locked up, and he's like, "You son of a bitch, you still got me tied up here." So he waddles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Also, I told Genesis about this. Destinoto. In the first scene where Batman goes to visit the Penguin, like he walks into the club, he like talks to the
Yeah.
twins. There's a wide shot before he goes up to the doors. If you look up to the left, you see Riddler in the window where he took the pictures and everything. So you literally see him there.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you see a cloaked figure like in the window, and then later in the movie you see that he's been in that window the whole time. The angle of the pictures, which is a lot of people have complained about online. Why didn't anybody look to see where the angle of these pictures were from? So,
Well, it's a movie. That's why you don't take everything so literally.
I mean, fair.
But with that, thank you to everybody who stayed this long for the podcast. It ran a little bit longer tonight, but we had some pretty good topics, pretty good things we want to talk about tonight. Fun quiz show. And we will see you guys same time, same place next week on Crafting a Chat. Everybody go get your vaccination shots. Keep wearing a mask. Stop being bitches. And follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/craftingachat, youtube.com/startingtoolate with 2 R's. We'll see you guys next week. See you later, you goddamn Nintendo lovers.
What?
Yep.
Bye bye, motherfucker.